taking online classes here at CCP was very crucial for me, and here are some of the tips that helped me to be successful. Alright, so I'll take you through how to access the Canvas and your student emails. So first of all, you go to your browser, like Chrome, it can be Firefox. So I go here, it takes me to the CCP website. So I have to log in now. So this will take me to my CCP. So I have to put in my username. Yeah, so just to also say this, as you can see here, it has just taken me through to the portal, to my CCP portal. But most of the times, like when you're logging in on a new device, it asks you to give you a code. So you choose the option, like you want to receive the code through a text message or an email. So you put in the code, which expires in less than 60 seconds. So now on my CCP portal, so I just choose where I want to go. Let's say I want to check my emails, which most of the times I do it every morning. So I click to my emails. This is where I access all the emails so that I don't miss any information. Yeah, that's how I go to my emails. Then I can go back to my CCP. This takes me, I can go to Canvas, where it will take me to see all my classes. So you can see there are a lot of shares here, so many classes. So there are different types of classes. There's an online class and there's a physical one, which you have to attend all the classes. So like most of the courses here, I've completed them. So I'll just take you through one of the online classes which I did. This is CIS 103. So when I click in here, you see it shows me like the course information. So I can go, like in my left, we can see we have home modules, SIMNet discussions, announcements, grades. I can press any button to access anything I want at that particular time, like to see my grades, and I can also see my announcements. This is where the professor every time communicates, like there's change of classroom number or there's change of schedule, there's an assignment which needs immediate attention. So if you see, I can click on my on the announcements. I'm able to see all the announcements which are done in that particular semester, because as I said, this is an odd course. So like also sometimes on the announcements, the professor can also communicate like other things which are, let's say, change of exam date, something like that. When are we having the final examination information? So just to open one of the announcements so that we are able to see. Yeah, so like this one is it was an announcement based on the final exam information. So how do I access like assignments on an online course? So for this one, online courses are different based on the course itself and also the professor. Some professors, like this one, the CIS 103, all assignments were done online. So we had the link, which is SIMNet. So each online course, it doesn't mean that it will have SIMNet. No, like here, all the assignments, I did all the assignments. That's why it's not showing anything at the moment, but I can go back. So as I said, all the assignments, online courses, they have different way of doing them, of completing them. So let me just try to go back to the dashboard so that I should show you another online assignment, how it's done. So let me look for something different. Yeah, like this one. This is Maths 251 Statistics. I just completed this in the spring 2005. So you see, it doesn't have any link to show you that you can upload assignments. I mean, you can do complete assignments online, but if you go on assignments, like for this one, you have to, this professor had to make us like type the assignments and upload them. So all assignments for online courses are different based on professor and based on the course. So I think I've talked a lot about the online classes. So let me just now talk about other classes which you can complete, like assignments not online but in class, and also you can, let's say, complete them let's say, for example, let me give you a good example, like English 101. If I open the English 101 shell and I can go to so yeah, one other thing which I didn't mention, if you look at the courses like this one, you don't see anywhere written assignments for you to do assignments or upload assignments. So for this one, you just have to go like to the modules, where you'll be able to see every work has every due date. Like for this one, it's a reading assignment for chapter 14, and the due date was January 22, 2024. So this was an assignment. Despite that, it's not showing under assignments, and there's no button which I can click to show assignments. So if I click this, it's showing here reading only, no assigned work due. I can go back at the same time. Let's look for something which needed like to be graded. Yeah, like this one. This one was an S assignment for English 101, which was due on January 22, 2024. So if I click here, you see that I had to, it gives us what the professor wants us to do on that particular assignment. So you go down here after you read everything, you can go back and you will be able to see where is that assignment. Yeah, this one. So I think these assignments are not able to show what I uploaded here, because I feel like because they're like past assignments for 2024, that's the main reason why they're not showing here. But like for the same semester, so let me just try to go back to the dashboard so that I'm able to see all the courses. Like this semester, the summer, I'm doing summer classes for nursing 100, so I should be able to see the assignments which I did right now. So like this is nursing 100 for lab though. So if you go like down here, like these are assignments which I just did like last week on our week 1. So this was like PPE skills check off. So if we click here, it will show that this assignment was done. As you can see, it's been graded in the last right column. So like this assignment is just showing grade because it was hands-on. It didn't require us to like write something, so we had to show how to do hand hygiene when we were working in a hospital environment. So we had to show off everything. That's why the professor was just grading everything. They didn't need us to like to type anything on there. So I'll go back to show a different assignment, but I have to go back I think to the dashboard because this is lab, so most of it is hands-on. So this is nursing 100, the same nursing 100 but in class now. So nursing 100 has to like two classes, one for lab and the other one you have to go physical in class as well. So these ones, like if you go under assignments, yeah, so you can see here like this assignment is due in week 4 and it's due on July 27th but 11:59. So most of the assignments, they'll show you the due date and the exact time which the assignment is due. So if I click here, it will tell me what I'm supposed to complete that week because it's just a reading assignment. But I can go back and also let's check week 5. Yeah, it's the same reading assignments. So I'm trying to find something which is not a reading assignment, which requires you like to do it. Let me just see. Okay, let me try to check this one because it's showing grades. Yeah, so something like this. Some courses, they're different. If you click on the assignment like this, it will show you a button down here like start assignment. So once you click start assignment, it will show you now the next step. So sometimes it brings you like options where you can type the assignment, like let's say it's an essay, or let's say the professor wants you to describe something in a 1 paragraph, you can type in the assignment there. Sometimes it gives you the option to upload a document, and the professor sometimes also chooses whether they want PDF or a Word document. So you click on that and you upload the assignment, and once you've done everything, it shows you the option somewhere up here to submit the assignment. So I think most of the assignments, they will not be able to show like that option which I'm explaining, because at the moment I don't have such assignments. The only ones I have, I already submitted and the due dates are passed. So that's why I can't show you something like that at the moment. So let me try to go back to the dashboard and see. Yeah, so one other thing. So when you're using Canvas, I always recommend to go to your settings. If you look to my lights on the to-do list, these are everyday notifications and announcements which the professor communicates. So I make sure that I switch on all these notifications so that I am not able to miss any assignment, or I'm not able to miss any communication from the professor. So you have to go to the settings and set up these things, because if you don't, you'll not be able to see. Yes, you might think that you know everything, like I can't forget anything, but sometimes it's good to just set up the notification so that you make sure you don't miss any communication. Sometimes we might need a reminding. So you can go to the notification settings, whereby you see most of the notifications I turn them on, that's why they look green. So that's for emails and push notifications for the Canvas, so that you make sure that you don't miss any communication or any due date for assignments. Let me go back to online courses on the grading. So I'll start again with the online course, like the CS 103. This one, as I said, it takes you to a different website, whereby the professor chooses to put a different website where we can complete assignments. So this is auto grading. So let's say they give you an assignment, let's say to create a document in Excel. For example, this is computer. Let's say they give you in Excel, so it auto grades. In this type of scenario, you complete the assignment, it auto grades. And sometimes some professors give you like two options to do the assignment. You can do the first one, you see it didn't do well, you can do it some other time, so that maybe you get familiar with the how to complete the assignment. So let me go back to show the other assignment, the online assignment on the Maths 251. So like for this one, the grading, how the grading was done, it was graded based on how the professor sees how you have completed the work. So for example, homework quiz number 6, it required me to upload a document. As you can look here, the document is right here. So the professor had to grade it based on how the work has been done, not based on auto grading. Like he has to check the work, like each and every step that has been completed. So that's how the other online professors grade their work. So this is the only, I think, online course which required me to upload. But the other online courses which I've completed, like STS 101, it didn't require me to upload anything. It was just a matter of auto grading. It gives me a link to a different site whereby I complete the assignment, and I'll be able to see my grades right away. Like for the one which I had to upload, I had to wait like a week or so that until the lecture grades everything and they upload everything, so that I should be able to see how I've done in that assignment. If you go on Canvas, if you look to the left, you see so many options here. So we did the dashboard. So the dashboard takes you to your share courses. You'll be able to see all the courses there. If you click this, you'll be able to see the courses in a different way though, like different from how they look on the dashboard. Now here's the calendar. So if you click the calendar, you should be able to see like what's due and what date and what time. So if you take a look at the calendar, you'll be able to see, let's say on Monday, I can be able to see like final exams on the 30th July 2025. On Wednesday, I'll be able to see deadline for a certain assignment. And sometimes these things on the calendar, you have to set them up as well. It's not like they come there naturally. So sometimes you have to set them up. Another thing is also on communication with the professor. Sometimes you might have an issue. You might be unable to complete assignment. So you have to send like a message to the professor. So if you click on inbox, you'll be able to see the messages which I've been communicating with my professors, but at the same time, you can choose to send a message to the professor. So you have to, as you look at this, it has so many options, but if you look here, it's showing us compose a new message. So if I click here, I'll be able to compose a new message, but I have to choose which professor and which course do I want to email to send that message to. So if you click the down button here, it will show you all the courses which you are registered to. Let's say I want to send I'll select English 101. I can choose to send it as an individual message because I want to send just specifically to the professor. So I'll click here and I'll write the professor's name. So sometimes, and I have to choose here the option. So it has just shown me all the English professors for 101, but I'll choose the one which I want based on the class which I've taken. So I'll choose frag phrase and I'll put the subject. Let's say I can write something, and completed assignment. Yeah, so let's assume I had an emergency or something, I failed to complete the assignment. I can be able to send a message to Professor Frank Fritz like, I didn't complete my assignment because I had an emergency, so. Once you're done, you click send, the message is gone. So the professor should be able to get back to you. And sometimes also, some professors, they also tell you their mode of communication which they like. Sometimes most professors which I've been in contact with, some of them, they tell you can reach out to this number, send me a message, because I'll be able to see it faster than an email or a message in Canvas. Some professors tell you that I only like to communicate through email, like CCP email. Some of them like the Canvas one. So this is how to communicate to the professors through using Canvas. Yeah, so basically if you go to history, it will just show recent activities. Like 4 minutes ago it showed that I opened the homework quiz number 6, which is what I was showing. Yeah, I think so. Another thing is, if you need support, let's say you are failing to log in Canvas, you are having troubles to access an assignment, sometimes even if you reach out to the professor, they may not be able to assist, because in case, let's say you are failing to log in into my CCP or Canvas, that's an in-house problem. So you have to contact IT at CCP. So you can email them at 4itsupport@ccp.edu, or you can just go to their office in Bonnell Building. Things which are crucial. So for all these things to happen, you need a good device like a laptop. I do not recommend using a mobile phone because it's not efficient in terms of you might miss out on assignments. You will not be able to send assignments or upload assignments. So a good reliable laptop and a good internet access is needed, mostly also for online courses. For you to complete that, you need like a good reliable laptop and a good internet access. So that's highly recommended. And the good thing with CCP is that there's a program which is PCs for people. So you can get a laptop as low as $50 and they're refurbished laptops which are good to use, because myself, I had access to that laptop. So I think that's another cheaper way if you can't afford one. So one more thing which I need also to clarify on the online learning. So I'll take you back to the CS 103. So like CS 103, how to complete everything, like assignments, it has to take you to a third-party browser, so a third-party like McGraw-Hill. So if you click on SimNet, let's say it takes me to McGraw-Hill, you see. So sometimes, let's say I'm not able to access assignments, there's 24/7 support from McGraw-Hill. You can contact them, or they'll be able to help you. Or sometimes, if it's not a McGraw-Hill issue, you can contact the IT like online learning at ccp.edu for support. So that's one thing which I also had to indicate.